Rules. Spin the wheel. 2. Who wins the word? And then 3. Most words in 5 rounds is going to win. All right, guys, we're going to spin the wheel right away. It is round number 1. Let's go. All right, that first word for round number 1 is the word cerebral. Say with me, cerebral. Now, what does cerebral mean? Basically, it means someone who's focused on thinking rather than emotion. Very intellectual, but not focused on emotion, but again, focused on thinking rather than emotion. So if we look at Elsa first today, Elsa kind of shows the opposite of cerebral behavior in Frozen. She is very emotional in Frozen 1 and runs away in a panic, leaving her sister and her kingdom behind. So this reaction is kind of driven by fear and emotion, which is the opposite of cerebral. Now we go to Rumi. Rumi, on the other hand, shows cerebral behavior when she sees the potential of the hit song Golden, of course. So she releases the song Golden, even though Mira and Zoe are kind of tired and they just want to rest on the couch. But Rumi could have rested as well and just stayed in her feelings. But no, she removes the emotion. She thinks about the situation and realizes that this is the right time to release the song and puts on her costume, ready to perform. So again, cerebral thinking, again, more on thinking rather than emotion. Who is more cerebral, Elsa or Rumi? I think it's pretty clear on this one. Rumi easily wins this round. Rumi is more cerebral than Elsa. Rumi gets round number 1. All right, round number 2. As Rumi took round number 1, let's take a look at the next word. This word is pronounced luminous. Again, say with me, luminous. What does it mean when we call someone luminous? Basically, it means someone who is very bright, showing clear, really smart, brilliant intelligence. So let's take a look at Rumi first here. We see that Rumi has fallen in love for Jinnu. And let's be honest, he's not the best choice for her. Now compare that to Elsa in Frozen. From the very beginning, she knew something was wrong. She kind of saw through Hans, I guess is pronounced, Hans immediately, and understood that Anna should never have married him. So the word luminous, kind of a brilliant intelligence, kind of clear, bright thinking. Rumi or Elsa, who is more luminous? The word luminous goes to Elsa. Elsa gets the word luminous. We're now tied up. 1 for Rumi and 1 for Elsa. Round number 3. Let's see what word pops up next. Okay, this is a very big word. It's pronounced perspicacious. Perspicacious. Now, what does it mean? I mean, if you really want to impress your friends and family, what does perspicacious mean? Here's a really good word. Basically, perspicacious means very quick to understand things, very perceptive. The word is perspicacious again. So let's look at Rumi first this time. Now, Rumi shows this idea of perspicacious all the time. In her demon fights, she makes quick decisions to fight off demons on the airplane. She also quickly teams up with the Saja boys, if you remember, at the fan meeting. So there would be peace and no fighting among their fans. Really smart, fast thinking by Rumi. Let's go to Elsa now. Elsa is also perspicacious, of course. She knows something is wrong with Hans in Frozen. And in Frozen 2, she knows when to let Anna rule Arendelle and for her to step aside. Now, although in Frozen 1, Elsa disappears and runs into the mountains, Now, if perspicacious means understanding a situation quickly, Elsa understood the situation, but kind of waited a long time and wasted very precious time and let Hans do some bad things to Anna. So let's see. If perspicacious means understanding a situation quickly, the key word here is quickly, not wasting valuable time, then the word perspicacious will go to Rumi. Rumi gets the word perspicacious. She's winning currently 2-1. Let's go to round number 4. All right, another fancy word if you want to really impress your friends and family and tell them this word, someone who is very erudite. Erudite. Now, what does this mean? Basically, erudite is someone who has really deep, kind of well-studied knowledge. So really deep knowledge, they're highly educated, they have a lot of book smarts. So that's the definition of erudite. Let's go to Rumi first. Rumi, of course, she's very sharp. We said that before. Also coming from a Korean family. Again, I don't want to stereotype all Koreans, of course, but being Korean myself, of course, education is a big deal. That's a fact. But Elsa, she was raised in a royal palace, with tutors, learning history, philosophy, all different subjects. So that kind of mind is probably more developed, I would say, because of her royal background. So if we're talking about who could really control a deep philosophical conversation with a lot of book knowledge, I'm going to say Elsa is more erudite than Rumi. Elsa gets round number 4. We are now tied up. Elsa 2, Rumi 2. This is the 5th round. Round number 5, winner takes all here. This is it. Final round. Let's spin the word wheel and let's see who gets the final word. Who is smarter, Rumi or Elsa? All right, we've landed on the word strategic. Strategic, and I'm sure you've seen this word before. But if someone is strategic, what does this mean? Basically, someone who is strategic, they have kind of a planning ahead of things. They're very skilled at planning ahead to achieve their goals. So strategic planning, they're planning ahead. Let's start off first with Rumi here. Even when she's attacked on stage by fake Mira and Zoe, she does not lose focus. She sticks to the plan. She stays calm. She prepares for the final fight. And even after her demon pattern was revealed on her arms, she sticks to her plan. There was some hesitation, of course. She was obviously worried and stressed about it. But she continues to the very end, and the plan works with her teammates, Mira and Zoe, of course. That was very strategic behavior. Now with Elsa, in Frozen, she runs away into the mountains to search for herself. She likes being alone. She likes being isolated. Now once she learns to control her powers, she uses them to save her sister, whom she loves. However, in Frozen 2, her plan changes. If you guys remember, she steps away and allows Anna to take over as Queen of Arendelle, which can be a little bit confusing because it seems to kind of undo what Elsa already created in part 1. So if we are to pick who was more strategic, Rumi or Elsa, and this is the final round, who is smarter, we can say. Round number 5, who is more strategic, goes to Rumi. Rumi is more strategic than Elsa, therefore Rumi is smarter, I'll say smarter than Elsa. All right, what an exciting round here. 5 full rounds of big words. All right, guys. So thanks again for watching this video on who was smarter, Rumi or Elsa. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Tune in for the next video and the next battle. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.